Greetings, this is Eric Miscoll with EMSNOW here on the show floor at Productronica 2025. My pleasure today to be getting to speak for the first time with the new Chief Operating Officer and Chief Sales Officer for Koh Young Europe, Michael and Solin. Thank you. I mean, the story here is that Harold retired, and instead of putting it in one person, the decision was made to bring in, to give split responsibilities and do with both. So let's start here. Tell us what you're in charge of.
Yeah, so I'm in charge of the operations.
Yeah.
That means basically I'm in charge of our whole internal and several external processes. Mm-hmm. That means in the past years, and I've been Koh Young for 8 years now, I've actually supported Harold in a lot of strategical decisions, preparing our organization for the future. So that was my main task, and basically I kept that task, and I'm in charge of it now as Harold retired.
And Michael, you're all sales.
Yeah, I'm doing sales and service, all what customer related things are.
Okay. So service is under your part. Okay.
Yes. Reason is because it's customer related. And everything what customer is related is under my, let's say, main domain, which is not limiting myself or herself to be the subsidization of us. Because if I'm not in, she can make the decision as well, and the other way around.
Okay.
It's the reason is because we said in one point before Harold left, we said, how can we continue? Yeah. Getting a one head on top of it and getting all this burden on one shoulder. Honestly speaking, business getting more and more complex. You have more and more customers. You have more and more, which she is mainly taking care about, all these obligations from the government, all these obligations in finance, blah, 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 all these things. And honestly speaking, this is from my point of view, I think we should stay with our strategies and our main focuses. Then we can be better than one person is doing everything.
Yeah.
So I think also another reason was basically that, we are like, a lot is changing right now, right? A lot of boomers are retiring, and we are waiting for the next generations to take over. And actually a lot also on our customer side, we can see a shift.
Yeah.
So we are covering two generations, but very close generation. And I think the different perspectives we have and we can bring in and then come to a really good consensus, that is also very important, and this is what brings us forward. So we believe that this type of cooperation just is a win for our company, for our people, and we were used to work together before as well. Even before he joined Koh Young, so we knew each other, we knew we can work really well together.
This is important. And we can discuss things together. Yeah, this is important. Discussing the things, coming to consensus. Of course, sometimes here is different than there, but we find a way in the middle. Yeah. For both of us, where we can agree, both of us to it. And as she said, we are two different generations. I'm a Gen X, so no question on that. But I have maybe the age already to be more kind of senior in this case. She has the drive to run everything hard, run quickly through. So this balance, I guess, is helping us to drive the company to the right direction and to the right targets.
No, I like hearing that there was cooperation in that before. So it's not like you were both put in and then say, here, figure it out.
We wanted to do that.
Yes.
We agreed to do it. Otherwise.
Yes, we knew each other.
Because like I said, I mean, it's not a normal, usually but it's becoming more common is what I see in the industry, right? Organizationally, as business becomes more complex.
Business gets much more complex.
And then it's really, if it's in one person, it's where do you give your attention, because both are equally important, right? So
of course we discuss like important issues always together, and it's nice to have someone when you make a decision in conversation with you who has, like you mentioned, also a little bit different experience and different strength, and then we bring this together and we get really the best results. So for us it works really well, and in general I think our Koh Young Europe structure, you have to understand, we are not that hierarchical, so we see each other as part of the team. So of course, at the end of the day, someone is responsible and someone has to take some decisions. But we all work together as a team. We have the same goal. Right. So for us, it is not really, that hierarchical. So that's why it works really well. And we are just one big team, and we have all the same goal, and we're working towards it.
And then you would both report up to Korea, or who do you report up to then?
It depends on our different, let's say, tasks, right?
Okay.
So we have the sales task reporting to sales, and me on the operational side. I report as well to the different departments in headquarters, and so we divide that.
But under the line, we both are in the front line and getting clapped if it doesn't work.
But it will work, and that's
it works. It works.
Makes
and
it
we
work.
see already the changes we do. We see already it moves to the right direction. We had to add a lot of things. We really tried to dig, turn stones, and looked at it. So we already changed a lot, and we continuously changing to the better.
Yeah. How's it been received by customers?
So far, actually, quite well.
Positive,
very
positive.
Team, right?
Yeah, we are positive.
So I think that's it. I think we both are very positive personalities.
Yeah.
So
we're smiling, open.
Actually, how we met was also we were, we're in the SMT industry in Europe, as backend is not as far here in Europe compared to Asia or even America nowadays. But we met in kind of a project. He was in his former company, and I was for Koh Young. And together as SMT, let's say, companies, we were entering the semiconductor backend industry in Europe. And we worked together, so that means when we met customers at events, we were always together, and we realized we got a really
customers
great
like
feedback. And like you said, a little bit more senior background, me maybe
the pushy person.
Yes, exactly. The more
active,
more drive and active, and together it was just it was a good harmony.
I think it's a good balance we find.
I think so too. I mean, I'm getting that sense from you, having just met, right? I mean, I've interviewed Michael before, but that's been a while. So, and like I said, now, of course, this is all nice until there's a problem, right? So, I don't know what that might be, and I'm not wishing you bad luck in any way, but there will be issues to resolve. There may be some, in those, and then that's just a matter of you two being collegial and, being able to sit down and come to the best decision.
Listening about the strengths. I know, if anything about operation, she has her strengths because she knows she knows every detail. So I listen to her, and I can agree if she's saying, I would do it this way. The other way around, if we're talking about customers, she is listening about me and my knowledge on the background, and how knowing customers, how to deal with customers, and we talk to each other and find then the point. Okay, let's go so far, and then we can agree both with it.
So far, of course, there has been situations where we had different opinions. Right? That's super normal in any team, but it was never a question. And
never a debate.
So when I felt this is really Michael's, competence or his area. So I knew, it was okay, let's go for it, or this the other way around.
The other way around.
It even
I'm open
doesn't
in that
matter
case.
what topic it was. If it was about any kind of topic project, it was more a feeling. I was like, I think we'll follow his way. Sounds good, and the other way around. And fortunately, so far,
I think we are a good team, huh?
We're not
there we go.
Stubborn,
I think we are a good team.
Two stubborn people who
no question on that.
Open to listen to each other, then of course it doesn't work.
Then it wouldn't work. Absolutely
we already, like I said, had some experience, and we know that.
That's excellent. Well, again, I find it was interesting. I congratulate both of you for the new roles. I wish you obviously continued success. It'll be challenging industry ahead, so I wish you both very well. And
we share our experience with you in 2 years on the next.
Please do. I'll come back.
Hey, honestly speaking, we do experience every day, Carter. And some people are really thinking about how can this work when two heads are there, but it's a more modern way, I would say.
I would think from a customer perspective, it means to them it's double now, right? It's like I have two people there, right? So that's got to be reassuring in some way. It's not just the one. I can catch either or, and I can get my issues resolved when there is something. So excellent. Well, thank you both very.
Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.
Success.